everybody. Welcome to the Hope Inspector Huddle. We've got a great topic tonight, and I'm going to get rid of this floating bar so I can actually see it. Our strategy is work once and benefit over and over again. That sounds crazy, but it's really super easy. And we're going to show you how to do it. But I just really want to have a discussion tonight about these things. Of course, open mic night is we kind of have a topic for suggestion, and then we ask around about that information and anything else people want to talk about, we have. But let's look at it for here for a minute. So I'm going to just say, what is video marketing? I mean, that's people ask me that all the time. I get asked that all the time. So it's developing engaging content creation ideas. So, Beth, I know you and your team are always looking for creative ideas for content.
Mhm.
So, and home inspectors, we're great at parties. You know why? We got the best stories. Okay. Keith, I bet you got some too. And you get in there and so you get a chance to tell these stories. So, how about the one with Miss Karen who went on to be the Secretary of State and had that family of raccoons that lived in that attic and were not going out to leave their deposits. Okay, they were just living right there with the deposits. I mean, I can't tell you, snakes in the crawl space and buildings about to fall down and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk a minute more about why engaging content is a great idea. I don't know anybody that wants to watch something boring. I don't think so. So maybe you can watch one of the news channels if you want to watch something boring. It's pretty bad. Okay, so video marketing is about five things, really. I was just thinking out loud today. It's shooting visual demonstrations. So, and I don't mean with your shotgun. What I really mean is that what happens is when you're in a crawl space, okay, and let's say that you want to find a concrete block wall that has a horizontal crack and is in the process of completely failing. Okay. So what happens is you get in the crawl space or the basement or whatever it happens to be. I've seen a bunch of them, some in crawl spaces, but a lot in basements. And you get your camera out and you make a video. So shooting visual demonstrations because people want to see this. Okay, and remember when we were talking last week about spheres of influence, and we were talking about, you have to step up since the real estate agents are going away, the buyer's agents for sure, sellers, the jury's out on them yet, the seller's agents. But the fact of the matter is that what happens is video allows you to extend your reach. But if you're out there making videos that you care about and nobody else cares about, you lose. Okay, so you have to say what engaging content would clients or prospects really be interested in, and then we got to get out there and shoot those things. Okay, and Beth and I've had some experience at this. I did an air conditioner gone nutty in Atlanta, and did all these things about it and talked about it. And damn, if we didn't have 70,000 views on that thing.
I have
Okay.
it. I have it too.
Yeah. So our new construction guys, what happened was they shot videos on new construction mistakes. And not only did they get thousands and thousands of views, but you had contractors on there arguing about it. Okay, like, that's a plumber's job. No, yeah, it's Dad's old framer. He shouldn't have cut that pipe and this, that, and other. And they would be arguing about it. But, no matter what they say about it, it was obviously engaging. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been watching it. Okay, so that's a big thing. So, shooting visual demonstrations. So that's part of what video marketing is. How about sharing client testimonials? I don't know about you guys, but client testimonials are pretty important. And we'll talk about video testimonials and non-video testimonials and that kind of thing, but all of that's important. Now, Keith, do you guys have a system for collecting testimonials?
Yeah, we're using you guys.
Okay, so you're using our system. Okay. Because what happens is, have you ever tried to get old Granny out there at the inspection to give you a video testimonial?
Oh, we don't even try to do that right now.
Say, listen, Granny, baby, that's a mighty nice dress you got on today. Your hair's looking good. How about a little video testimonial for us?
We have never done that, Ken. All these years, we have never done video testimony at the inspection site.
Right. I'll tell you who's more likely to give you a video testimonial than Granny, and that's the millennials, Gen Zs and millennials. We talked about a little bit last week about how they're willing to help you co-create your brand. And when I say that, what that really means is give you feedback from their experience with your business to improve your business, what they think would be an improvement. Okay, so that's when I say they help you co-create your brand. They help you improve your brand. So it's more satisfying to Gen Zs or millennials or whatever. And that is valuable information. I mean, we should be taking that to heart. But we're going to talk about, maybe not in this video, but in some others, on how do you secure video testimonials. I have a quick formula that we've used that's worked like a champion to collect video testimonials. So we want to share them because collection of video testimonials is great, or any kind of testimonials, but if you don't do anything with them, they're no good. I've talked to home inspectors in the past. They say, Ken, I got 200 200 testimonials. I said, what did you do with them? And they said, they're on my hard drive at the office. I'm like, well, who's peeping in your hard drive to see if you're a good home inspector? So anyway, so that was it. So sharing client testimonials, that's part of video marketing. How about producing educational content? Okay, so you know what happens is we've kissed and hugged the buyer. They love us. They love us totally, and they buy. So guess what happens? They're millennial or Gen Z, and you know what? They don't know doodly about a house, do they? So you know who, Keith, they're going to depend on for that information? You, my friend.
Yep.
Okay, they're going to get on Keith's list. They're going to call you. They're going to talk to you. They're going to use your vendors because you're going to produce all that kind of stuff. But think about this, and we do this every day of the week in our own firm. But how about producing educational content for your staff? Okay, everything from training a home inspector and then how to get somebody hired. All of these things that we have to say over and over again. Why wouldn't we just create a video about it? Remember when we start off the video, work once, get paid over and over again. How many times, Keith, do you want to say, teach somebody how to inspect an air conditioning unit or a HVAC system internally or whatever it is in Louisiana?
Right.
I mean, if they just watched the video, they would already know it, right? So when you're in the field training, the conversation is very different. But how about your support staff? I mean, we do it all the time. We have procedures and video training for everything. As a matter of fact, and Dill's on our call, Dill's our general manager, but one of the things that happens when I see something I want to share, I create a quick video for our team so that they can understand where I'm trying to get. Okay, so educational content just doesn't really mean your clients and all of the people that you be associated with, your target audience. It also means your own team. And if you're a multi-inspector firm like you are, Keith, that makes a big difference. Here's my final one. This is what I think: constantly increasing your online visibility. Okay, so that's what video marketing is, but let's talk about number 5 because that's really a big thing. Okay, so Uncle Google, you know, Google is in big time transition. I don't know if you've seen it or not, Keith, but they've been sued for antitrust and, you know, I mean, they're in a million lawsuits, which I guess is no issue to them because it's probably a regular thing. But what's going to happen is I think they're going to, you know, lose their 203C eventually, maybe after the election. So, which protects them. So what happens is they've been accused of being a monopoly. All right. And all of the search through Apple and other places come through Google, and Google pays them billions of dollars a year to do it. But what happens is you have to be seen in every place somebody could be looking for a home inspector, whether that's Yelp or whether it's LinkedIn or whether it's wherever. We call that extending your reach. You get your information out everywhere somebody could possibly look for a home inspector. So the more videos you do, the more opportunities you have. And I'll give you a real life example of my own experience. I was at a workshop, one of our events in Dallas, and I know, Keith, you and your wife were both there. It was Arlington, I guess, was actually the real city. And what happened was that people would come up to me and say, strangers, and say, Ken, wow, I really feel like I know you. And I said, well, that's awesome. Help me understand how that occurred. And they said, we've watched every video you have on the internet. Okay, so all I did was produce videos over time. And, you know, there's some secrets to this. Don't say, hi, this is Keith, and it's Christmas Day, and we're out here, you know, inspecting a furnace. Because, you know, now people are going to say, oh, that's old content. All right. But if you make it evergreen, in other words, you can show it or they can watch it anytime and get the message without dates and times, it's a valuable tool. That's why I don't want our staff to put dates on my blog posts because I only teach fundamental marketing. And what happens is people will look at that and say, oh, that's old. Well, no, that's not old. That's as relevant today as the day I wrote it. Okay. So we want to do it. So constantly increasing your online visibility. Coach William, a few years ago, I said to him, I didn't know how it was going to come out. We were in an event in Naples, Florida. And I said to him, I said, let's just type in your a name into the search engines. And so what we did was we typed his name into the search engines and we didn't put a geo modifier. So we put in Certainty Home Inspections and we didn't say Salem, Indiana. Okay. And William owned the first 5 pages of the Google search for Certainty Home Inspections. Okay. So it didn't matter whether you were in Salem or you were in Louisville or you were in these other places. When you type that in, he owned that space. Okay. And that's what I mean when I say we need to, you know, get in here and go this way where we have constant, you know, increasing of our online visibility. So, all right. So, who's got something to say about this? I mean, this is a huge thing. I mean, that's what video marketing is. We can give you a cool definition, but you know what? Everybody on the call is smarter than that. You know, you can read that on your own. What we really are talking about is these 5 things. You're going to have to plan it, and then you're going to have to shoot it, and then you're going to have to get some testimonials, and you're going to have to produce some educational content, and then you're going to have to get that crap out online. Okay, I meant stuff, y'all. You know, that worthy stuff right out online. Okay, so that's really what we're about. Now, when you think about all of these things, you have to think, well, I got home inspectors. How am I going to expect them to do any of this? So here's how I did it. And this is old school. You could probably put it on their phone now, but we had a 3x5 index card. And I said to him, I need a video of this, a video of this, a video of this. When you're out there in the field, I want you to shoot it because people will forget it. Even if you develop the most engaging content creation schedule, they'll forget it. They're out there busy doing a home inspection. They're not thinking about it. But if they've got a 3x5 index card or an alarm on their phone that says, you need these videos today. And when they go to that house now, they're thinking, oh, I need these videos. Oh, and here it is. What about fogged windows? And what about foundation issues, electrical issues? I mean, a million things. Be specific about what you want so that you can fill your channels with playlists of things that are important. So we had a new construction playlist. We had a heating, we had cooling, we had plumbing. Okay, and so what happens is somebody comes to the home inspector's site and they want to see something about this. They click on that playlist and they see it. But one of the things we've learned over the years about playlists, people don't want to just see one thing. When they watch one video, they watch 2 or 3 videos to really learn about it. So it takes a minute to build up that body of content, but YouTube isn't the only place that you put that. How about your blog? Okay, how about LinkedIn? Okay, how about Facebook? How about other social media firms? How about Rumble, the new conservative video market? There's 5 great alternatives to YouTube now. I mean, we use Daily Motion as well. Okay, now, Dill, we hadn't used Twitchy, have we? Was that the one, was it called what? The one starts with a T that I saw, and we said,
Twitch.
ooh, that Twitch.
I think it's just
Yeah, that
Twitch.
might not be for us. Yeah, Twitch, that might be a little much. And, you
We
know,
use
even
Rumble.
think about TikTok. You know, I mean, I know if they can fix the Chinese angle and it's all good, then, you know, you could use it on there. So video is a good thing. You could actually, and I didn't even get into this, you could live stream from Facebook if you see something absolutely outrageous. I will tell you, Jacques Mountain, our good friend and client, he live streams from videos all the time for Instagram, which is huge about video content. Okay, so once he does that on his channel, that never goes away. So he's asleep at night and people are viewing his content. Okay, looking at him to see he's the obvious expert to help me with my home inspection. Okay, that's just, I mean, video marketing is the home inspector's best friend. So let me say this. If you were an accountant, how exciting would video marketing be? Let me tell you about the latest tax cut. You know, everybody's falling out like, oh, hell no. I mean, they want to hear it, but they don't want to watch a video about it, you know? So So let's say that you're, I don't know, you do whatever that, but that's not that interesting. But think about a physician. How much great information could a physician provide on blogs about all kind of things? What if you're a chiropractor? What if you're an optometrist? People that do things that others are interested in, like home inspection, have a tremendous opportunity in video marketing to prove expertise and to build know me, like me, trust me with people that need their products and services. Okay, so if you're not leveraging video marketing, shame on you. Get started now.